All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Share the videos. Appreciate the love and support. And I'm going to put this video on the floor real quick. And me personally, just to get this out, I think anything less than 8-8, Martha Ford should clean house. Not just fire fucking Patricia, excuse my French, clean house football-wise. If you like what Rob Woods is doing business-wise, which I can't measure by the naked eye, cool, you can keep him. But I mean, as far as the front office, I think anything less than 8-8, that's what she do. Now, everybody else might have their own number. Somebody might say, tough schedule this year, 5-10. Somebody might be, 5-11, excuse me. Somebody might be say, hey, 4-12, or somebody might say, whatever, 6-10, 7-9 might be their floor, okay? Give or take a game or two. But the real question is, what in your opinion, as a Lion fan or outside looking in, we got people that's Bear fans, Packer fans, Viking fans, Chiefs fans that's come through and showing love. And salute to everybody that's not fans of the Detroit Lions but come through the channel and show love, all right? What is your record, or what is the breaking point of your record where you like, everybody need to go? What is your, how can I say it? What is your floor for the Lions? Like, the ceiling you might say is what, 12-4? I see the most Lions, this is not my opinion, but I can see Lions going 12-4, for example. But anything less than 7-9, and you can put it in the comment section right now, and I'll try to go through it. Then second part question, which would be predominantly about the video: will Martha Ford be callous, cutthroat, anything along those adjectives? Will she be cutthroat enough to fire Bob Quinn, fire Matt Patricia, not just Matt Patricia? Will she be callous enough to fire Bob Quinn if this don't jump right? Now, it might people might be there, and my people on here might say, what, if Stafford get injured, all bets are off. Then I understand we had a bad season. In my opinion, that ain't no excuse, because you seen it last year in the first game that Jet Stafford got hurt. You had Matt Castle as a backup. For whatever reason, they haven't got Stafford the backup. Let me clear this excuse out first. Whatever reason, they ain't got Matthew Stafford the backup. Tom 21 Savage, and whoever else they got at this point, is beyond me. Even Mayhew had enough sense to have Sean Hill behind him. We had Drew Stan, Mike McMahon at one point. And that's not an excuse. You know what? Matt Patricia probably can say, I told Bob to get another quarterback. He didn't do it. One of his, people that's, his confidants in the management as far as football personnel, that wear the shirts and ties, I told him to get a quarterback. Now, whatever reason they didn't get a quarterback, maybe Mark didn't want to spend the money. Maybe they didn't want to put no pressure on Matthew Stafford. Everybody got their educated guess, their hypothesis why the Lions didn't go out there and get a backup quarterback. This year, last year, that can't be used as an excuse. If Stafford go down in preseason and training camp in week 1, and they do what Scott Tozzi in Indianapolis close when Peyton hurt his neck, and they go 1-15 or 2-14, or God forbid, 0-16 two times in the franchise history, it's no excuse. Everybody knew Lions should have got a respectable quarterback. And if your point was to push Stafford, or my point is just for, as a safety net, to be respectable, he didn't do that. So if the quarterback position is the reason why Lions don't succeed this year, a quarterback that's in one of his 10th, 11th year, that's fireable offense. Okay, they have stories about Martha Ford, was going around here firing people on her little cart. Back in the Mayhew and Lewan era, firing people on her cart. Her old man gave somebody or her husband, her late husband, gave, and rest in peace to him, he gave somebody a promotion in Mayhew and Lewan, a promotion after they went 0-16. Now, if she is cutthroat as they say she is, if this season, whatever your point is, your breaking point, if the Lions go 6-10, 7-9, anything less than 8-8, whatever, mine is 8-8. 7-9, give or take a game, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand. But if they have a horrible season, like 3-4 wins, 5, or they only improve to 6 wins this year, really anything for me 8-8, I'll expect to see it cleaned out. But you know what? Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia contracts align with each other. Martha Ford is not a great football mind. That's not her expertise. Neither was her husband. They depend on the NFL to help them with a hiring search. That's how they got Bob Quinn. Do I like the job Bob Quinn done so far? It's been more professional than I'm used to seeing with Millen and Lewan and Mayhew. It's more professional. I see his vision. Do I always agree with him? No. When I always agree with him, disagree with him, am I right? No. I'm wrong. I'm wrong sometimes. But I see his vision. I understand what he's doing. A lot of people didn't understand what he did in the draft last year. I understood it. The linebacker, it fit what he wanted the linebacker to be. In Patricia defense, it fit. Jerry Davis didn't fit. You know. And he was weak with the tight ends last year. Stafford needed to target around him across the middle. Let's get Hockenson, Jesse James. You know what? We lost Golden Tate. Danny Amendola can help there. I get it. I understand you don't move up and take chances in the draft and take flashy players. I get it. Bad drafts for the last over 20 years. You can't take chances because you got to fill out team depth. I get his vision. But let's just say Matt Patricia isn't the guy in this hypothetical, right? Let's say he isn't the guy. And, you know, and a lot of people say, oh, he should have kept Jim Caldwell. I like Patricia defensively, his mind. I like it, okay? As a head coach, game management, we'll see again this year where he can go from here. But let's just say, you know, Bob Quinn get there and say, Patricia really didn't fit the culture. You know, he didn't do a good job, Martha. Believe me, if I get another coach in here, I'll make sure I get the right guy. No. You got rid of a winning coach. The winningest coach they had probably this decade, by far. You got rid of a winning coach to downgrade. You set our franchise back. You better have a damn good excuse why you set our franchise back with the wrong coach. See, he can't say, "Oh, Patricia, that was your guy." That's the guy you handpicked. You didn't bring in Jim Caldwell. Martin Mayhew did. He sat down with Jim Caldwell and and Tom Lewan and Matthew Stafford and tried to help Stafford. He had more success. We're just saying if Patricia don't do good in his first 2 years than Patricia did. He can't use Patricia as a crutch, excuse me. But what he can use as a crutch is that they contracts both expired at the same time. Martha ain't trying to really pay people not to come to work. And with that being his crutch, she may not be cutthroat and say, you got 3 years left, whatever left, 2 or 3 years left. I think it's 3 years left. I ain't paying you. Or 2 years left. I ain't paying you. I mean, you're going to work until the job get done. I think he got security. Just knowing that Martha Ford ain't going to just fire him. Unless it's 1-15, 2-14, 0-16, 3-12. I think it's going to take a 4-12 performance. Just me personally, I think it's going to take a 4-12 season or less for her to just clean house. And then again, that's still an if. That's still an if. And that's on real talk. I think that's still an if. And for me, it's 8-8. I didn't say the playoffs. I didn't say a playoff win. I didn't say NFC championship appearance. I didn't say a home playoff. I said 8-8. 4th place schedule. You got a coach that's supposed to take us to the next level in Patricia. Not saying he won't. This is a hypothetical, right? He's supposed to take us to the next level. He took us backwards if he doesn't do well this season. How do you explain it? Oh, just give me one more chance or 2 more years. I have a vision. You got to listen to him because Bill Belichick didn't do that great in Cleveland. Chopped him off quick. He went to New England and he learned from his mistakes and he built the Picasso the right way. But we'll see how lenient Martha Ford is after this season if it come to that. And we'll see how genius of an architect Bob Quinn is in the end of the season if Patricia was the right guy. We'll see. I think they should do well this season. The defense will carry the load early on because it's the second year, offense in the first year. But that's another conversation for another day. Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, want to check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, music, entertainment, sports, and much, much more. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, More to See